Hi, and welcome to the City of Kingston. This project was brought to you by Evelyn, Ebony, and Jack. We hope you enjoy it. The City of Kingston is home to 154,477 people, which is over a 91 kilometre square radius. The city as a whole is split into three age groups: 0 to 14-year-olds, making up 17.6% of the population, 15 to 63-year-olds, which makes up 66.3% of the population, and 65 and above, which makes up the final 16.1% of the population. There's 22 suburbs, and there's 5 real noteworthy ones: Mordialloc, Mentone, Dingley, Oakley, and Moorabbin. In past months, we have noticed solid work in bettering transportation within the City of Kingston. This has occurred in 2 areas. The train system is bettering itself by creating more trains hourly, with safer railway crossings, and the Dingley bypass, which has produced more lanes leading to less travel time. Three key industries include manufacturing, retail trade, and healthcare, which is to be expected from an area that lies between 17 to 35 kilometres from the CBD. Housing is at an affordable price range, with a median of $650,000 for homes and $447,000 for units. This was of June 2015. A family-orientated area that has 23 primary schools, 6 secondary schools, and 7 hospitals. Kingston is made special by its migrant groups, which is made up of English, Chinese, Greek, Indians, and New Zealanders. Lastly, the most common form of practiced religion is Western Roman Catholic, followed closely by Anglican and Greek Orthodox. You will now hear from our strategic planner and our statutory planner to find out more about the way the city is heading.
So what is your role at the City of Kingston?
I'm one of the principal strategic planners in the city strategy team.
Is the city growing or declining?
Growing.
Growing.
Definitely growing with all the new development going on. We've got some really big population increases expected in the next 10 years, and that's obviously part to do with all these developments going up. So it's definitely growing.
Yeah.
So I guess City of Kingston's really unusual, and one of the reasons I love it here is because we've got so many different characteristics. We've got the Green Wedge, which is out near Dingley and that kind of thing, and that's a really tightly controlled area where you can only do very certain things. And then we've got all our city shaping activities in Cheltenham and Moorabbin, where we've got the activity centre zones, and that's where we're really pushing our latest developments. And we're really lucky to have a placemaker on staff, and he's looking at the Mentone Renaissance at the moment to really shape that area. The purpose of this role is to shape, I guess, the zoning controls and planning controls that apply to the city, and that can either be a council-led amendment, or it can be something that a proponent comes in for requesting a specific change to the planning controls. Do you want an example? For example, we're dealing with an amendment at the moment for the Hawthorn Football Club that's come into Dingley, and so they've needed an exemption to the signage controls that apply to the Green Wedge and also patron numbers, so we're looking at a site-specific amendment for them. And then I guess we do council-led amendments, which are things like the planning scheme review.
Who has been the important drivers of the city's shape?
I think the councillors, obviously. We're quite a politically driven council, and as well as that, the areas are changing. I guess as housing affordability becomes more and more of an issue, we're getting more people out here than we would have had before.
Okay, and the purpose of this role?
We sort of help to facilitate good development outcomes within the council. So my primary role, I would say, is assessing planning permit applications in the statutory department.
And why do we need you guys?
I guess we help to facilitate good design outcomes.
And what do you perceive as the key characteristics and indicators and controls that shape the City of Kingston?
Yep, so we're guided a lot by our strategic planning department in terms of all their strategic work, where they look at things like population increases, where they would prefer, we get details on how many more people we should try and accommodate within our council, and they're all indicators which are applied at a higher strategic level, and then they form the basis of our local planning policy, and then as stat planners we try and apply that policy.
Okay, and is the city growing or declining?
I'd say it's definitely growing in terms of the applications we're getting. getting.
Just the last question, what are the plans for the future, strategies, and the factors you consider?
Yeah, so state policy-wise, a lot of our policies are based on Plan Melbourne and the document before that. So that's probably the overarching sort of strategy which we try and follow. And then I guess at a specific area we have other strategies based on sort of, say, activity centres. And then our strategic planning department come up with policies for those individual areas. So